Am I the asshole for getting upset my boyfriend wouldn't take me to the emergency room?
Oof.
My boyfriend, male 20, and I, female 21, live together at my parents'. I've been having some pretty bad UTI symptoms and went in to a walk-in clinic 2 weeks ago when I had clear signs of a UTI, and they sent me home and said I tested negative. I woke up a week later with extreme hip pain. I spent all day on a heating pad and crying. 2 more days passed, and then I woke up with the worst abdominal pain I've ever had. I began screaming and calling my mom. She says,
God.
yeah. She says to wake up my boyfriend and tell him to take me to the nearby hospital. 7 minutes away, that is small, or one that's 35 minutes away that would properly handle what was going on. I wake him up and he says, just sleep it off. At this point, I'm in tears. He says no and alludes that I'm overreacting, which I have been known to do, and it's probably nothing because I tested negative. I feel as if I've been stabbed, and this is not the type of pain I can wait out. I even compare how I'm feeling to a possible bladder rupture because of how awful I felt. Finally, he agrees to take me, but only if I let him sleep for 2 more hours. I understand that if it was some ungodly time, but it was currently 11:30 a.m., and he went to bed at 3 a.m. after playing video games. I explain that I can't wait that long and have no one else home to drive me. He turns over and lays back down. An hour goes by of the worst pain of my life, and I decide I will just try to suck it up and drive myself to the nearby ER. I woke him up one more time and explained that I cannot wait any longer. I need to go now because something is wrong. He snaps and says give him 1 more hour and lays back down. I storm off in my car and make it about 2 blocks before I realize I forgot my wallet and I was in no state to drive, as I was literally in so much pain I couldn't focus. I come home and lay down in bed beside him as I scream out in pain. He says that I know it takes time for him to wake up and I have no right to get mad. I barely utter out, please take me to the one 7 minutes away because I'm scared. I remind him that I've driven 2 hours at 3 a.m. on no sleep just to pick him up from the hospital and spent the whole summer helping him recover from his injury, including bathing and wiping him because he needed me. Fuck this
Oh my
man.
God. Sometimes I wonder if these are real, because if they are, those men should rot in hell. Like, that is absolutely absurd. Like, you don't even need to. The fact that she's justifying it, like, for him in the sense of saying, like, I've been known to overreact. And
You're clearly not now.
yeah, well, and even so, what does that mean? How does that have any or bear any relevance towards your current, like, torturous pain? I can't fucking believe that. And also, like, at that point, like, if he said, let me sleep 2 more hours, like, the first time he disrespected me like that, I'd just say, oh, you know what? I'm gonna drive myself. And while I'm there, you pack your shit up and get the fuck out of my parents' house. How does
Yeah.
that sound? And I would have drove myself.
I'm on the same fucking page. I would have called an Uber.
Literally.
I would have
Oh,
been
yeah.
like, get the fuck away from me.
Literally.
Like, he went to bed at 3:30 and he wants to take her at 2:30, which she does go on to say. He argues some more, then finally at 2:30 p.m. takes me to the hospital 7 minutes away. It turns out I had an advanced UTI, an infection in my bladder and kidneys, as well as a kidney stone that was infected. I felt
Louise.
bad as I recalled my attitude that morning, but I was in a lot of pain. I do recall saying things like, fine, just don't help me, and you're being a dick in rebuttal to his attitude. Am I the asshole? Not the fucking asshole.
No, no. And if anything, I don't think you were mean enough, to be honest.
No.
I think you should have been even meaner, like 20 times meaner, and kicked him out and broke up with him all at the same time.
Yes.
Dude, even if I was so, like, aggressively uncomfortable with a UTI, because we all been there, those are the fucking worst.
Oh, they're bad.
Yeah, and even with that pain, like, my boyfriend would still take me, like, wherever. He would have driven me in 2 hours,
Oh my
3
God.
hours. He would have been like, let's get in the car and go. If I woke up screaming, there's no fucking way that he would be like, can you, like, shut the fuck up so I can go back to sleep?
Let me sleep for a couple more hours because I was gaming.
He's like, I get it. You have an infection, but also you're being really fucking selfish. So why don't you shut the fuck up so I can sleep? Thanks.
I just want to fucking, I want to kick him in the foot. Like,
no shit.
I'm so mad for her. And then the fact she's like, I felt bad as I recalled my attitude.
He must do
No.
that to her a lot then.
He's definitely a
Yeah,
gaslighter.
yeah, super. He must make her feel like shit a lot about her feelings and how she chooses to express them, because she automatically jumps to the defense of him just out of probably habit. So she's just like constantly like, well, also like I was being kind of rude and so
You were in fucking terrible pain.
also a kidney stone and a UTI. Shoot me in the face.
She went so many days with this. Like I have like day 1 of UTI symptoms and I'm like crying.
Me too.
And she went through 2 weeks of clear UTI signs.
Yeah, there's no way.
This girl.
And she must like let people kind of like talk her down a lot like that and kind of what do you call it, belittle her feeling and emotion, because she went to the fucking doctor and they said she didn't have one. And then if she's already had one before, like I know, like the first time I pee, if I have one, I know
Instantly.
automatically. So you're
Instantly.
like, so if they tried to tell me I didn't have one, I'd be like, all right, test me again or give me the shit now, because I definitely have one. So like
Well, the thing is too, this UTI was probably from fucking him. From him
That's what I'm
fingering
saying.
her and not washing his hands,
or dirty dick.
being dirty. Like this probably was from him, because women don't just get UTIs typically.
No, they
just
don't.
randomly.
Unless you're like susceptible to them, but even then, it has to be triggered by something.
Yeah.
And then it sounds like she's never had one before, or she's only ever had like one. Because
Yeah.
most women know who have had some before. Most women know. They're like, no, this is a UTI.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't let someone tell me. Like the last time I had a UTI, I was actually working at the NFL. So I was commuting, like driving long ass hours. You
God.
cannot drive with a UTI. Like, oh man, it was so bad. I barely made it to work. I barely made it through work. And then after, I drove myself to the urgent care because I was like, I am fucking gonna pass out.
God.
Like I was in so much pain, I was gonna pass out while I'm driving like 2 hours. So I even called my mom. I literally called my mom. I'm like, what the fuck do I do? Like I was crying in the bathroom, and she
Oh
was
my
like,
gosh.
she was like, right after work, go straight to the urgent care. So that's what I did. And the lady tried to tell me I don't think this is a UTI. She tried to tell me like, maybe you should get tested for like gonorrhea. I was like, bitch, it's not that. It's a UTI, okay? It's not that. It's a UTI. So I said, give me the medicine for the UTI. She tried to tell me the same thing. So that's why I'm saying sometimes they like to belittle women's pain.
Yeah, 100%.
Are you sure you're not being dramatic?
Oh, it's probably just cramps.
Yeah.
It's probably just your period.
As if those are in any way, shape, or form the same.
Not
like the pain is
comparable.
not even close. And a kidney stone? Girl,
Fuck. I'm
you're a fucking
surprised.
Spartan warrior.
Yes.
Literally.
Oh, it's just a tank. I don't know how she put up with this.
Actually.
But like the fact that she dealt with this for so long, like what if it was her appendix? Like this girl could be dead.
I thought the same thing. And even if her bladder ruptured, she could die from that
Dead.
too. And this
Dead.
guy's like, shut the fuck up. I'm tired.
Oh, fucking asshole.
I really hope he's not still living in your parents' house. If my parents found out we were living in the same house and my parents found out he did that to me, there's no fucking way.
No, my dad would immediately kick my boyfriend out.
Same. My mom
Immediately.
would kick my boyfriend's ass if that were the case.
Yes. Top comment on this one: pass the kidney stone, pass the boyfriend, not the asshole. You need to get rid of all of these.
Period.
Screaming and crying in pain, a person who can ignore that is not the one for you. I take it cabs weren't an option. You can't rely on this guy. So you need to have alternatives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Especially for like medical emergencies.
Well,
I
it's
mean, if you're going to be a dick, that is not the time to do it.
no,
Time and a place.
no. This dude needs
Yeah, there's no way.
a wake up call. The comments just rip into him, like, and rightfully so. The treatment women settle for and rationalize from men is so depressing.
Yeah.
Ladies, the bare minimum you should expect from a man is him actually being concerned when you're screaming in agony and will insist on you going to the hospital.
Yeah. The bar is so low. The bar's in fucking hell, to be honest.
Literally, that's what the next comment says. The bar is so low.
It is. It's in fucking hell, to be
my
honest. They're like,
God.
well, he was a little tired. And girl, you
He
could
did
have
it to
died.
himself.
You literally could have died.
Yeah.
And that would be on him.
Oh
to
my
be
God.
honest.
We just, PSA girls, like, let's raise the bar
Please, even a little.
a little.
Just basic human empathy should
Oh
be
my
like
God.
the very bottom of rung of the ladder.
Jesus Christ. That's one thing you talked about in your podcast too. You were like, I had such positive male role models that
Oh
like
yeah.
like my standards were like where they should be,
Oh yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah, like I had my dad, like that's why I get that shit too. They're like fatherless behavior, that fucking bullshit ass argument, which is so funny because my dad is like one of the best people in the fucking universe. So
Yeah.
like my dad has shown me my whole life like what a man should be to like his partner, to his kids. So that's why I'm like my standards have been high. So that's why I've been I tell people all the time like take them off the floor, girl. I promise someone will meet them. It just might take a little bit.
yes, there are way, way, way better ones out there.
Absolutely.
I went through some cow shit people until I found my guy, like, and he's a saint. So
So's mine.
don't fucking settle.
Never. It makes me so sad when people are like, "Oh, well, everyone settles." Who's everyone?
No, they fucking don't.
Who's everyone? If that's the case and everyone's miserable, that sucks.
Like, what's the point?
There's no way. There's no fucking way. Like when you're talking about relationships and stuff, there's no way. You shouldn't settle in any facet of life, least of all your fucking relationship.
No, never. This is the person you have to like do everything with, go through life with, have support you.
Right?
I heard something the other day and it like really, I like thought about it and I was like, holy shit, that's the best way to like rationalize things. But someone goes, think about the partner you're with right now. Mm-hmm. Think about losing someone really important to you, a parent, grandparent, loved one, whatever. Mm-hmm. Is that the person you want standing next to you at their funeral?
Damn.
And I was like,
That's deep. It's true.
yeah.
My mom said too, she's like, because before like I was with my current boyfriend, I was like asking her about love. Like, how do you know? Like, how do you really know that you like truly love someone? You know what I'm saying? And my mom's explanation to me, like since I was a kid, was always like, if for some reason, like God forbid, your partner was got into an accident, like a terrible accident where they could no longer take care of themselves, like they couldn't bathe themselves, wipe themselves, would you be able to do that for them and still love them the exact same? And I was like,
That's so cute.
Yeah, I was like, that's a good point. And then I was thinking, I would never fucking wipe someone's ass. Like that's what I was thinking when I was like 14. And then like now, obviously, I'm with my boyfriend now, and I'm like, I would wipe his ass. I would. I would wipe that ass if he needed me to. And
That's so fucking cute.
and vice versa too, right? Like, would they be able to do that for you? And so, you know,
Yeah.
that's true love right there.
That is. And I work as an OT here and there still, and like I have to wipe strangers' asses. So if I can't wipe my boyfriend's like in a time of need, like I don't
Right.
really love him.
I'm saying
Yeah.
that's like an unconditional love, right? Like a true and like tried and true love,
Yeah.
foundational love.
Everyone out there, ask your partner if they'd wipe your ass.
There you go.
And
Say, if I couldn't wipe my ass anymore, would you wipe my ass? And if the answer is no, then he doesn't love you. Just kidding.
I know. This reminds me too. This is so fucking gross and off topic. But there was something on fucking TikTok where it was like, have you ever tried holding it when they pee? And now I just like can't get this out of my head. I'm like, I kind of want to try. And I joked with my boyfriend Justin. I was like, do you think we could like get to that point where like I try? Like I just want to. I'm just curious how it goes for you. And he was very uncomfortable, but I think I'm convincing him.
There you go. You're like, I'm working my way in there, though. We're inching towards it. That's for sure. No pun intended.
I know. I still haven't farted in front of him, so we've got some progress.
What?
I know.
No way. Really?
3 years in.
3 years? Damn, you're a
Yeah.
fucking trooper.
3 years. I just.
Has he mentioned it at all?
Oh, we talk about it all the time.
Has he's farted in front of you?
No.
No?
That's why it's not a safe space for me.
You're like, I'm going to need you to open up first.
Yeah, no, if he started
Literally.
farting, I would. I would definitely fucking fart in front of him if he farted first, but I don't, he hasn't.
Girl, when I first started dating my boyfriend, I used to go brush my teeth before, like, we would, like, kiss at all.
Yeah.
I would literally, like, go brush my teeth. And now I'm
Been
like,
there.
right? You're like, at that point, you're like, that's too much fucking work. You know what I'm about.
I know. God, I know. I need to just do it. I need to just break the seal
Yeah.
and just let off a toot because,
Be vulnerable with each other, you know?
yeah, it's really hard. Like when you're laying in bed and comfy and you have to like subtly like separate your butt cheeks, you know, like that trick.
You know, I don't. Not from personal experience, but I've heard.
It's a trick. If you have
Right.
to fart, you just like subtly like pull one cheek over.
Yeah, my boyfriend farts in front of me all the time. Not on
so you have a
purpose,
safe space.
right? I don't think I think I've farted in front of him maybe a few times, but that's just because I don't know. I guess when I'm around him, I don't have to fart. So maybe it's not a safe space.
You must have a very healthy diet.
Right? Literally. Maybe it's all about mind power. You know what I mean? Mind over matter. My mind's subconsciously like, you can't fart. And I'm like, okay.
It just doesn't happen. It just evaporates.
There you go.
It's gone.
It's all about brain power, you know?
God, teach me your Yoda ways. This is great. I'm learning so much today. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. One more comment about this one. She wiped his ass too.
There you go. And that's how you know.
She wiped his ass.
She loves him and he does not love her the same.
Fuck this dude.
He doesn't deserve your wipes, girl.
No. Nope.